finished high school in 1983, I was not thinking of studying more. That was not part of my imagination. My background, that was not part of my background. I came from a very poor family. So I was looking for a job. I found a position in a Vincentian seminary as it was a Christmas position to clean the chemistry lab. And what I found in that time was a community committed to the service of the poor and the work of social and transformational justice. And that was very fascinating. I fell in love with Vincent de Paul from the beginning, and I asked a question: can I be a part of this? And they invited me to be a part of that. So in February 5th, I came to the community with a box with my little things, and I became a member of this community. That was 38 years ago, and I was ordained in 1993 as a Vincentian priest, and I've been doing this for the past 38 years of my life. This is probably something very unique of my own Vincentian story. I'm sure every Vincentian has a very unique story of their experience of being Vincentians. In Colombia in the 90s, we were facing the war on drugs. It was a horrible time with a lot of violation of human rights and the oppression of poor people. And so the community decided to engage in a national project of justice and peace, and they asked me to represent the province in that project, working with the national project of the Catholic Church. And in 1999, I began to suffer persecution. I was wounded. I had to escape from Colombia in March 18 of 1999, wearing the habits of a daughter of charity. And I came to the US as a refugee, and I was wounded, but I was wounded in my heart, my experience. Lost my identity, I changed my name, my nationality. That's very unique, but that means being a Vincentian is our commitment with social justice, even to the risk of our own lives if necessary. I can tell, if you're thinking of becoming a Vincentian, from my own experience, I can tell you that it makes a lot of sense. This is a vocation in which you will find fulfillment. And the fulfillment that is not a constant experience of enlightenment and passion. Fulfillment in our vulnerability and fulfillment in our paradoxical existence. We are human beings that are paradoxical and vulnerable, and this vocation is a vocation of fulfillment, serving others, doing ministry, accompanying communities, serving the poor. It makes a lot of sense that today there are men, women, people who consider dedicating their existence, their lives in fullness to the service of the most vulnerable and abandoned, the people left behind in our society, and that they want to do that in the context of the Catholic Church and in the Vincentian experience, in the footsteps of Vincent de Paul, that were the footsteps of Jesus of Nazareth. So it makes sense. Just follow the Spirit that is going to guide you through the discernment of a community and people who will go all this way with you.